Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here back with another EDH guide. Before I get into today's video, I'd like to say please leave a like and share this video along with other videos on my channel with other people. Hit me up in the comment section with questions, concerns, criticisms, general thoughts, EDH requests. For requests, I'll get you those in chronological order. So if you want to be first featured in an episode, make the request, get to the comment section. Thank you to 110 of you currently subscribed. And since you're already here, why not hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell? That way you can't miss another one of my videos. One more thing. Donate to ALSF to fight against childhood cancer, 1 cup at a time. $100, you make a donation, you make a difference. With that said, let's get into this commander guide. So, the story is, yesterday I saw like spoilers. Yes, it is confirmed. We have Omnath, Locus of all. Finally, Wooburg Omnath. It was inevitable. This was going to happen, but I didn't expect it to be so soon. Really, Phyrexian, and for Omnath to be on the Phyrexian side. So we have Wooburg for a 4/4, except the black in Wooburg is Phyrexian, so you can pay that with 2 life. So you can get this. So at the cost of 2 life and white, blue, and red and green, you can get this out on turn 4, which is pretty nice. So Omnath, Locus of all, legendary Phyrexian elemental, 4/4. If you lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black instead. Flashback to the original Omnath out. That was only green. So nice cameo there. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its mana cost. So the way I read this was it has to have 3 different colors, but that's actually not the case. Now reading it over again, you could have a card with triple black in its mana cost, and that would do. But I decided to do multicolor for reasons that I'll get to shortly. It can also be like, you can have green, blue, and then Phyrexian green, and then Phyrexian green, or like split blue, or even that weird one where it's split between 2 colorless and a color. That also counts as well. Snow mana is questionable. I'm pretty sure that's a colorless type of mana. I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comment section. That is actually something I do not know. But getting back into it. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its mana cost. If you do, you then add 3 mana in any color, in any combination of its colors, and put it into your hand. If you don't reveal it, you still put it into your hand, so you're getting card advantage either way. And if you lose mana, instead it's converted into black mana, which is really nice. So to give you kind of an example of what we're looking for when we're looking at mana symbols. Tamio, completed Sage, green, blue, and then Phyrexian split green, blue. That is 3 colored symbols. So something like Lithoform Engine would not count, or any of the Eldrazi, definitely not. So that's really just it. Their abilities, I mean, pretty nice, because like if you have cards like Gadron Dahada, who is 1 blue, black, and a red, you rip this thing off the top of your library with Omnath, your blue, black, and red is already paid for. All you have to do now is pay for the colorless, which is pretty nice. Same thing with Tamio, Field Researcher. We also have Tamio Completed Sage in here because of her -7 being able to reduce colorless cost, because Omnath is covering our colors in this deck. So now all we need to do now is cover the colorless cost. Excuse me. And also some card draw would also be nice, because you can reveal the card, but you can use the mana however you want. It's not limited to just using it on that card. So I could rip Gaedrone Diheda off the top and use her mana on, like, Fusion Elemental. But now that we've kind of gotten our examples, let's actually get into the commander guide. We have Animar, Soul of Elements, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Dunebrood Nephilim, Enigma Sphinx, Fala-G Wayfarer. There's some like multicolor synergies in here, so that will explain like maybe some stuff that doesn't have as many colored mana symbols. Fusion Elemental, Gahiji, Honored One, Glint-Eye Nephilim, Nostro, Voice of the Crags, Joda, Archmage Eternal, Carador, Ghost Chieftain, Maelstrom Archangel, Magister Sphinx, Ramos, Dragon Engine, extreme recommendation level, especially for this style of deck where most of the cards can be found in 3 colors. Saskia the Unyielding, Storvald, Frost Giant, Geralt, Nice Protection, Witchmaw, Nephilim, Xyrus the Writhing Storm, Yidris, Maelstrom Wielder, Yortiller Nephilim. And we have some split cards, Beck and Call, Breaking and Entering. Brilliant Ultimatum isn't one of them, but still, nice card. Catch, Release, Clarion Ultimatum. This may not look like much in Commander, but in this type of deck, you could target a mountain, a swamp, an island, a plains, and a forest you have, and then go get one of each of those. So in this deck, Clarion Ultimatum can be ramp. And if you rip it off the top with Omnath, Locus of All, 3 of the 7 mana needed for this is already paid for. And if you're lacking white, you can use Omnath to give you 3 white mana. And then if you've got the green and blue covered, well, you just cast it. Conflux. Literally can get... Normally in some decks, this would just be... This would be limited. But in this type of deck, the more colors your things have, like... This is basically... If you rip this off with Omnath, this is... What? Pay 5, and also the 3 mana you use with Omnath. It's literally pay 5 to get 5 of whatever cards you want from your deck. Cause like NMR is blue, red, and green. So if you've already chosen someone for your red, like Dunebrood Nephilim, you could choose NMR for your green. The more colors, the better, honestly, is the story here. So Conflux is a very powerful search spell in this deck. You could also use it to find more lands if need be, and refuel your hand in general. Crime Punishment, another good example. Cruel Ultimatum, Eerie Ultimatum, Flesh Blood, Genesis Ultimatum, Inspired Ultimatum, Last Stand. Meeting of the 5. This is especially good in this type of deck. Exile the top 10 cards of your library. You may cast spells with exactly 3 colors from among them this turn. Most of the cards in this style of deck that I have here is exactly 3 colors. If not, then more or less. But then you get to add double Wooburg. So double white, double blue, double black, double red, and double green. But that mana can only be spent to cast colors with exactly with exactly 3 on spells with exactly 3 colors. Blah. Let me read that again. You had double white, double blue, double black, double red, double green. Spend this mana only to cast spells with exactly 3 colors. Excuse me, I could not speak there for a second. And in this type of deck, like I've said, I think I have a good amount of colors that good amount of cards, excuse me, that only have 3 colors. Exactly. Like Pure and Simple. Or Ruinous Ultimatum, Titanic Ultimatum, Violent Ultimatum. We also have Hide and Seek, Hit and Run, Research Development, which can get you 4 more cards that didn't make the cut that would go well with this deck. The Allspark or Doubling Cube. So the 3 mana from Omnath we could also use on this to get a whole bunch more. And we also have the Lithoform engine, so we can copy up on Omnath Locus Evolve's pre-combat ability. So we could rip 2 cards off the top and potentially get 6 mana out of both of them. Well, 6 mana in total. It can also be used to copy instants and sorceries we cast, and also permanent spells we cast. To finish it off, we have Abzan Ascendancy, Maelstrom Nexus, Mardu Ascendancy, then we have Castle Vantress, Mortuary Mire, Mosswort Bridge, Spine Rock Knoll, and Windbrisk Heights. Then we have 9 swamps, 9 plains, 9 mountains, 9 islands, and 9 forests. So overall, turns 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and even 6 are going to be mostly building up to turn 7, although mainly turn 7, if not turn 4, because turn 4 will most likely be when we are able to cast Omnath if we have red, green, white, and blue, because then we can just pay the 2 life for the black. And then we have a 95.74% chance of playing Animar, Soul of Elements, Phallogy, Wayfarer, Abzan Ascendancy, and or Mardu Ascendancy on curve. The average mana value of our main board is 2.78 with lands, and without them it's 5.61. The deck's total mana value is 275. There's mana production statistics. Average number of lands in opening hand, 3.54. The deck comes out to be $110.55. So now let's look at other Omnath decks. So $1,061.49. $545.60. $1,021.54. So as far as what we've seen, this is comparably cheaper. You don't know how much power it has until you try it out. So go to moxfield.com so you can do that. So you can try out my stuff. Excuse that. With that said, please use my link in the description to donate to ALSF. When on $100, you make a donation, you make a difference because you're fighting against childhood cancer. Leave a like on this video and share it with other people, of course. Hit me up in the comment section with questions, concerns, criticisms, general thoughts, EDH requests, ideas. EDH requests, I'll get to those in chronological order. So what that means for you is to get to the comment section first if you want your request to be first featured in one of my episodes. With that said, one more thing. Please hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. That way you can't miss another one of my videos. And why not? You're already here. Thank you to the 110 of you currently subscribed. And with that, I believe that is it. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Stay tuned for more March of the Machine.